What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. If you're here watching this series and this playlist, this is video 3 of automation in the future of what 3 to 10 years of America is going to look like. I'm re-recording some of the video because I'm in Cabo and the original video messed up. So this video 3, and Peter added some of that beautiful Cabo footage for the folks. So the biggest C you'll see at the top in this triangle is the unemployed, the long-term unemployed, the seasonal worker, shacking. And if for those who don't know what shacking is, Southern term, it's when y'all live together and you're not married. Multiple folks in a house, no food stamps, no HUD, no Section 8. Again, a lot of these things, if you go look at a lot of the cities, they've all capped Section 8. They've capped HUD, they've capped Section 8, because the government's like, y'all not about to play the game of every rental property you have, you're gonna put on Section 8 and get a guaranteed check. You're gonna have to fight in the free market, okay? So you'll see a lot of transitioning. I think the article, you can share it here on the screen somewhere, Peter. 40 million people are going to be transitioning out of their current housing. Now that means for some people they're going to move. That means for some people they're going to be homeless. That's going to mean for some people going to be in a van. There's going to be a lot of different things. A lot of different things come out of that word transition. Now what I want y'all to understand is there's 17 million vacant homes in America. Let's keep it a buck. We don't even need to have unemployed or homeless people. We don't have to. We have plenty of vacant homes, but who owns these homes? What is the state of these homes? And that's why when people talk about wholesaling in such negative terms, or that it's limited or it's saturated, it's silly to me. It's just silly season to me, because there's literally a guy in Florida who makes it like, I think $200,000 a month in wholesaling off of properties in Detroit. He's never even put foot into Detroit. He literally sits in Florida, works the system, gets people to go by, take pictures, drive, do all that stuff. And you have to understand, people don't have to put up with it. They just don't. So anyways, long story short, on the unemployed, that's that huge section. It'll be super flooded. It'll be a lot of women you see talking about femininity and all this other stuff, and employees to get married. It'll be a lot of that. So, anyways, 1099, the next section, what you see here is 30,000 and 50,000. 50,000 and 75,000. This is a big number. Many people act like 50, 75,000 ain't no money. If you're up north, you're in New York, you're California, I get it. It doesn't sound like a lot of money. But for most people in America, it's huge money. When 44% of people make 18 grand a year, and then additional 70-some% make 30K a year, getting to that $50,000 to $75,000 point is a huge deal. And what's that going to come into play is going to be mechanics, construction, welders, all that stuff. They're going to pull in a lot of young people eventually here about next 2-3 years when unemployment gets real bad, coming into those sectors to repair things because they'll just need work. A lot of government they'll start building infrastructure works, and a lot of those young people will need work. Now, what you're going to experience with the $50,000 to $75,000 range is constantly training or in flex. Now, what does that mean, constantly training? You see people right now that you see a lot of people who used to work at a job. It was very cool. They went on business travel, and people say, oh, nobody's doing business travel anymore. Everybody's going to Zoom, America. No, they will not. Companies are not going to pay thousands of dollars for training for you to be in a Zoom call. They will continue to pay $1,000 for in-person training. A lot of these people, to keep these jobs, and I mean this in all honesty, a lot of the middle management that got paid $100,000 to $125,000 is getting squeezed out everywhere. This happens all over time. Downsizing, companies are squeezing the top to the middle. And what's going to happen is a lot of those guys, to keep their job, they're going to have to keep going to all these trainings, whether quarterly, bi-monthly, etc. All right. Now, the $30,000 a year job, they may just be able to dress up and go to work. Prime example, I remember asking my friend about a bank teller job. And when I realized the bank teller only makes 18 to 20 grand a year in North Carolina, I was like, why would you ever work at a bank for so little and you deal with money all day? You're going to be annoyed. And the reason is because they get to dress nice. I mean, the desire to sit in AC and dress nice is such a reward for people that it's over the top of, like, they don't care. They may not make a lot of money, but they get to dress nice. You ever see teachers' Instagrams? People be showing all these nice outfits they have as a teacher. I'm like, you dealing with kids every day. What's up? So again, you'll see a lot of this in the 1099 world, the LLC world. They'll be in this 30 to 50 to $75,000 range. They'll be working at people's companies, but never make a lot of money. It's going to be very common. So it's just one of those things. So then the next part is trades. So this is this, the one person business. And if you see video 4, go to video 4 and check it out. But if you see this, I talk a lot about it in video 4. Trades and one person jobs, that 80 to 50, $150,000 range, welders can get that right now. All kind of people in construction can get that. Plumbers, electricians. Now the previous paragraph where I was saying people are going to start coming up here to train is you being an assistant to a welder, you being an assistant to a plumber.
Hey, this is DJ the Money Coach. What are you waiting for? Don't you want to be free in America? Don't you want to increase your credit score by 100 points in 30 to 45 days to have over 800 credit score, just like me? Just like 4,000 people last year that came to the same webinar, just like the 20,000 people that we helped get consumer debt free, get financially independent, help them start businesses, help them invest in real estate, dividend stocks, and Forex too. You got to hit that link in order to get that and take advantage of the early bird special for $99 or less. You get millions of dollars of information to help you get free in America. What are you waiting for? Free is not free, but freedom can be yours if you put work, accountability, and a system and a top flight team together. You can get free.
You be an assistant to, bricklayers and all this stuff. The apprentice level, you're going to make significantly more than other individuals because it's hard for them to get people into those jobs. Also, the trades thing here, you have 31 million elderly farmers, tradesmen going home. They're like, I'm done. My back's done. My shoulder's done. I'm done with it. They'll be in advisory roles, or they'll just sell their companies and coast it down because they just physically can't do it anymore. And they've made their money. So again, that's going to be a very big lane for jobs, 80 to 150,000 and 250,000. Now, these two lanes are also going to have a lot of tech, a lot of consultants. Again, you meet people all the time who say they're a consultant, and I know they're getting close to 80 to 100,000 a year, if not double. What you'll see a lot in the future is companies will fire people, let go massive numbers of staff, and go look online. Go look online right now at the company you're working for and go type in Indeed and type in part-time work or contract work. It's always available. That's why I bring on Kamoy, flash Kamoy's class here. That's why I bring on Chris, flash Chris class here, Peter. And I bring these people on showing you how to get your foot in the door to these companies, even if it's contract, right? Because a lot of people are still drunk on that safe, secure job. I'm gonna work 40 plus years and I'm gonna get this safe, secure job. There is no safe, secure job. Along the way, a lot of y'all are going to have to learn money management. You're gonna have to learn why people who have 1 or 2 rental properties are much more chipper because they have a stable kind of thing coming in. You're gonna learn the benefit of being debt free. You're going to see why some of those people move to middle of nowhere areas because, hey, my debt's low, my housing is low. I can afford to be in and out contract work 2-3 times a year. Prime example, truckers. A lot of truckers take off December. Worst time to buy a truck, worst time to be hiring folks is December. They're like, I'm going to be home with my family. I'm not going to be on the road. I'm not going to be out there in that snowstorm and accidents. That's why freight's so high. That's why it's so expensive to get things and buy things in the winter because someone has to get it there. So that's why the show Ice Road Truckers was so popular. That's why a lot of those things you see are pay really well, and those drivers get 6 figures, heavy 6 figures, because nobody wants to drive in the winter. That's just is what it is. So that's going to be that bracket. Now, this bracket down here at the bottom before the black C you see there is $200,000 to $1 million. These are going to be specialized people, and they're going to start being younger and younger and younger and younger. You're going to start seeing all these people with these Lambos that are like 25. And you're like, what does he do? It must be his dad's money. No, some of these people, it's really their money. Specialized skill, international world travelers, guys with multiple wives, guys with multiple families. Now you're going to say, Erica, that's ridiculous. But when you talk about a Nick Cannon, you talk about some of these rappers and entertainers you see, there's some people who are off the beaten trail that you don't see on TV that have multiple families and multiple wives. But these men are making $500,000 a year minimum. And it's less than 1% of our society. So to act like, well, I'm making $50,000 a year, I can have 2 wives. No, you can't, unless both of them are working and both of them are a dummy. Okay. So again, you'll see this be this atmosphere of people you don't even associate with. You don't know them, you don't associate with them, you may interact with them, you may see them on yachts, you may see them on the plane, but you don't do life with them because it's going to be so far away from you, it's going to be ridiculous. And also a lot of times too with this top bracket where you see multiple folks living in a house, multiple people on, sharing resources, they move back to where their families are, usually down south, usually up north in towns where there's not a lot of opportunity. So now they're smashed up in a crap house with their mom and daddy and all these people, and also trying to break out of that. It's going to require people to move. That's why you see millions of people scheduled. They're not even left yet. These are people that are scheduled to leave New York, scheduled to leave California, scheduled to leave. We talk about that in another video, so check that one out. Link up here somewhere. I just want you to get comfortable with this, because when Joe Biden and them said dark winter, this is what they meant. A sea of a lot of unemployed people, a lot of shacking people, a lot of multiple folks in a house. Go read the book Upside. Go read the book The End of White America by Pat Buchanan. Go read some of these books. These people are studying this and charting this. This is why you saw in the 90s this big feminist push where these people were divorcing and breaking up. And now you see in 2019, why was there an increase in marriage certificates? Again, people love trying to debunk me and say, well, just because there was an increase in marriage certificates doesn't mean people got married. That's really, really retarded. But anyway, increase in people marrying at older ages, because the numbers don't make sense, right? The economics don't make sense. And they know, hey, you got to stick together, make it work. You dig what I'm saying? So this is the kind of the future of jobs. Other side, I showed you the future of business. In the fourth video, we'll talk a lot about the future of business. But this is the future of jobs. This is kind of be where people are going to be at. And you're going to say, Erica, what kind of person would make $1 million on a job? Probably Jerry Glant, that works for Grant Cardone, that manages multi-millions of companies, right? Again, it's going to be people in a very specialized, unique somewhere, the guy who works with the Saudi prince makes $1 million a year or something. It's going to be very unique people, but there are executive assistants who make $300,000 a year because they make the business owner's life easy. So these aren't crazy, unrealistic jobs. There's even websites that separate from Indeed that are just high six-figure jobs. They're out there. Again, when people say a job is just a broke, that means everybody they know has a job that's broke. It doesn't mean the jobs out here are broke. Okay, so again, again, check the video. We'll see you in the other videos. All right, you guys, have an amazing day.
Hi, my name is Annettesworth, and I've been able to teach over 200 students, beginners, how to get started investing in the stock market. My first course, Stock Market Course for Beginners, easily teaches you how to read a stock chart so you know when to purchase a stock on sale. My second course is How to Build a Winning Watch List. This is how you know which company you should be investing in, what makes up a good company. You'll be able to read a stock chart, know when to purchase a stock, and know which companies to pick. Investing in the stock market isn't hard, we just wasn't taught about it in school. The hardest part about building wealth is just getting started. Are you ready to start today? Click the link in the bio or go to annettesworth.com to enroll today. Let's get it.